Good morning. It is Friday again. I'm Coach Jessica Viscom, and welcome to Morning Mocha. And this morning we're going to talk about goals. How many of you have gone? Oh, I hate when my calendar goes up. Hold on one second, guys. All right. How many of you guys have set goals and never achieved it? I know I have. I know a lot of my clients that come in are constantly setting goals, but yet week after week, month after month, year after year, they're just not seeing the results. It's not that they're lazy. It's not that we are not hard workers or anything like that. It really comes down to, are you asking the right questions and are we setting the right goals? So I want to go over that with you guys today. So one, I want to, why are we setting goals? Like why? Basically, setting goals is going to help us grow and to expand. That is what allows us to continue to grow as human beings, as individuals, to just become better today than we were yesterday. And then a big reason why a lot of us don't even accomplish our goals is that we haven't set a goal that's compelling or inspiring enough. Why are we going to want to go after something if it doesn't even motivate us to get up in the morning, right? So we need to be having very compelling, inspirational goals that are going to. A few episodes a while back, I was saying how motivation is crap. It really is. Motivation is only going to take you so far. What's going to propel you forward is really strong goals. That's what's going to get you up in the morning. That's what's going to keep you moving forward. So, two key questions to ask when you are setting your goals. So, one, identify your goals. So, what is it that you really want? Identify that. Is it to lose 20 pounds? Is it to get a new house? Is it to make 150,000 residual income a year? Identify exactly what you want. Be very specific. So if you are very vague with your goals, so I used this example last night. I did a training with some of my business partners, Lisa, Briggs, Stephanie, Shalon, Heidi. So we did a business building seminar last night, or event. And, some of the girls had to drive there and weren't quite sure how to get there. So they had to put the address into their GPS, right? So they had a specific destination. Then they had a step-by-step way of getting there. They put it in their GPS. Then they had to get there at a certain time. So your goals have to be, think of it as your GPS. So where do you want to go? If you don't have a destination, you're just going to randomly drive around till you find where your destination is. That's what we're doing every single day, guys, is we're constantly putting out these vague goals and then we're wondering why we're not getting where we want to go. You're not being specific enough. Be specific on what it is that you want. And don't let somebody else tell you that it's stupid or you can't do it. You're in control of that. So identify what you want as specific and as in detailed as you can. So if you want to lose 20 pounds, okay, well, then be specific with that. What is that going to do for your life? And then the second is identify your purpose. This is what's going to drive you. Anybody can say they want to lose 20 pounds, but now figure out why you want to hit that goal. So if you want to make $150,000 residual income, which means you're not spending more time, you're leveraging your time, you're bringing in that income whether you go to work or not. So maybe that's a goal of yours, to have residual income coming in, $150,000 a year, $200,000 a year, whatever that is. But why? Why do you want that money? Is it because you want a bigger house so that you can have more get-togethers at the holiday party? Or do you have some, like your kids' tuition, you want to be able to pay for their tuition? So figure out what it is that you want and then why you want it. Because if you don't put an emotion on it, It's really just, again, you're just wishing and hoping that it happens. But if you have a strong why behind it, that's what's going to push you through. That's what's going to push you through when you're not feeling motivated on that at an everyday basis. So how are we going to figure out what our goals are? So we talk about what's called SMART goals. And a lot of you have probably heard this before. They are what SMART goals stand for: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and then a time on it. So let's get specific with our goals. So again, I work predominantly with women, weight loss. So most of the time women come in and they say, I want to tone up. Well, what the heck does that mean? Like, what does that even look like? Toning up. So be specific. So if it's that you want to tone up, what does that look like to you? Toning up is going to be completely different for each individual. So be very specific. If you want to lose weight, you want to lose 20 pounds. Why do you want to lose 20 pounds? Well, I want to fit into a pair of jeans that I haven't fit into. I want to be rocking those jeans by June. So that's being specific. Okay. Another example could be I want to earn or I want to get a promotion at work. Okay. That's a specific goal. So, okay, why do you want to get that promotion at work? Maybe, you have more responsibility. It's getting you to the next level in your job, your career. When do you want to hit that by? Well, the promotion is coming up in June, in July. Okay. Now you have a time. Be as specific as possible. Just like the example I gave with the GPS. If you're going somewhere, you need the address. You need to be as specific as possible so you can get to your destination on time. Measurable. You have to measure it, guys. Toning up is not a measurable goal. You can't measure that, okay? But you can measure, I want to lose 5% body fat. I want to fit into this dress by, this date. I want to be able to run a 5K. Those are going to be measurable. Like, how are you measuring your success, your progress towards your goal? So if it's losing 5% body fat, which is your toning up, well, okay, then you can measure that by taking your body fat on, a monthly basis. Is it going down? You can try that dress on a weekly basis. Is it starting to fit you better? So we need to make sure that we can measure our progress. Achievable. Guys, it needs to be achievable. You can't say, I'm going to be a professional athlete if you've never done a sport in your life. 1% of the population becomes a professional athlete. Not saying it's not possible, but it needs to be achievable. Or you can't say I'm going to lose 100 pounds in 3 months. That's not achievable. So when you set unachievable, we'll get to realistic in a second, but when you set goals that are not achievable, they're just, again, they're wishes, they're hopes, and you're going to quit before you even start. So make sure that your goals are achievable, which is bringing us into realistic. I'm on my second cup of mocha tonics this morning. I didn't sleep. So if I'm talking like a million miles an hour, that's why. Got a lot of caffeine. Realistic goals. Make sure you're setting goals that match your life, okay, and your reality. Going back to like a marathon runner, okay? I think it's great if you want to run a marathon, but for you to say, I want to run a marathon next month, and you've never ran a day in your life, or you haven't ran since high school and you're 40 years old now, that's not a realistic goal. So if you have, I'm not saying, bring your goals down. I want you to dream big. I want you to go after that marathon. I want you to go after, being a millionaire, billionaire, owning your own business, whatever. Go big. But if your goals are not realistic, we may have to just taper them down into smaller goals. So for example, if we're doing that marathon example, okay, you want to run a marathon, but you've never ran in your life, or you haven't ran in years. So for you to say, I want to run a marathon, that's awesome. Okay, that's a big goal, but we may have to just break it down into smaller goals. So maybe your goal is to, start combination of walking and running, 10, 15 minutes a day. And then build it up and have small goals to get you to that big goal. So maybe it's a 5K in 3 months that you're going to do. So take that and just go lower. And then time frame. Make sure that you have a time that you want to complete it. So again, going to that marathon. Maybe you, again, have never ran a day in your life, but you want to start running now, marathon next month, probably not a good idea. But put a time frame on it saying, you know what, in 2 years or in a year's time frame, I'm going to run this marathon, or I want to be able to qualify for the Boston Marathon. You have a deadline. Then to take it even a step further, not only put a deadline on it, but share it with somebody. Statistics show that if you set a goal, you write it down, you also read it daily, and you put a time frame and also share that with a friend or a buddy or a coach, that your rate of success goes up a lot higher, because we'll let ourselves down before we let other people down. So make sure that you share that, get an accountability with it so that you are going towards your goals. So again, identify what exactly it is that you want. If you have vague goals, you'll get vague results. So make sure you know exactly what you want. Know exactly why you want it. Why do you want to hit that goal so badly? What is it going to feel like when you hit it? Put yourself in that place. Like, how do you feel? Are you excited? Put yourself there. Then also, too, for those of us that are motivated by pain, which I am, also, if you don't hit that goal, how does that make you feel? How do you feel if you don't hit that goal? So if you want to put your son or daughter through college and you don't have the money to do that, how is that going to make you feel? Because sometimes we're more motivated by pain than we all are with pleasure. Once you identify what you want and why you want it, then figure out your SMART goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, put a time on it. So those are a couple tips with goal setting. I'm really excited to announce that I am now offering online coaching, health and behavior change coaching. So if any of you guys are interested in coaching, hit me up. I'll put a link on where you can contact me for a consultation and see if it's a good fit for you. I am only taking 8 clients right now because I don't have more time than that. So I'll make sure that I put a link out there if any of you guys are interested in coaching. Other than that, love you all. God bless you. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Be safe out there. Go out, crush your goals, and we'll see you next week.